Welcome back to the Frame Podcast. This is episode 19 now. We are joined by another special guest today. We are the community podcast. So we get people on to discuss whether they're film talkers, whether they're reviewers, whether they're just fans of film. We'll get people on to discuss. And today we've got another guest. Guest, would you like to introduce yourself?
We're going international today. I am Matthew, or Maddie1T on TikTok, and Maddie Talks Movies on Instagram. I'm from New Zealand, but I live here now. So yeah, we're going international today.
International Frame Podcast. Although he does live in London.
No. I flew here just for that. Just for you guys.
He flew in London just for this. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Exclusive.
So today's big episode is Gen V. We've got a couple of bits of news to discuss. We've also got a little game that Charlie's put together for us. And like I said, we'll be discussing the Gen V Season 2 and what we think about The Boys Season 5. But let's get into it. Charlie, got some news to discuss. Let's go through it.
We haven't got a lot this week. It's been a reasonably quiet week, similarly last week. But fun thing to kick off, only in the US, unfortunately, for now. But Stranger Things finale is going to be coming to theatres. Are you disappointed that it's only US, and what do you think about it?
I am. I only actually watched Stranger Things for the first time a month and a half ago, I think. It's my girlfriend's probably favorite show of all time, and she's always wanted me to watch it. And I just never did. I was like, I probably will like it, but there was too much hype, and I never got around to it. So we sat down, and I finally watched it, and I loved it. So now I'm like, when I saw that it was getting played at the AMCs, I was like, oh, I want to see it because it's like 2-3 hours long, the actual finale, so it would be perfect.
I was one of those ones that watched it from the start. And I mean, what was that? 8-9 years ago? I can't even think now. I couldn't really care if it was in cinemas, to be honest with you. I mean, each of them are going to be films because they're going to be 2 hours long.
Yeah.
So I mean,
$50 million budget on each episode.
Yeah, it makes sense for the finale in cinemas, but personally, for me, not too fast. I'll be watching it on Netflix at home. So, what about you, Charlie?
No, I mean, Stranger Things is kind of it brings the cinematic experience to the small screen.
Yeah.
I feel like you don't need it in theatres because its job is to be that cinematic experience at home. It's Netflix's flagship show. It still kind of is. They obviously had Wednesday, which has started to take off. They had some other ones that were picking up. But Stranger Things is still what Netflix are known for. So I think to throw that in theatres is weird considering how anti-cinema Netflix seem to be when it comes to things like Knives Out.
Yeah, that's very true. I will say, though, I am so glad I haven't had to wait as long as, like you, Craig, for example, for this, because like I said, I've only just watched it, so it's like, it's last season's right around the corner, I don't have to wait long at all, it's great.
Yeah, because
the bad thing is, though, it's like, it's meant to be like a 4-year difference between the first and the last series.
Oh, yeah. But, yeah, see, I don't know how I'm going to feel about, like, 30-year-olds being like, friends don't lie, and I'm like, you're a bit old for that, bro.
You're too old, mate.
All right.
It's going to be interesting.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, for sure.
So, next bit
I
of
think
news.
everyone's dying.
Yeah. Next bit of news that we got is from Mr. Adam Sandler. Not himself, but it's about him. We are finally getting Grown Ups 3.
I did not see that.
So yeah, apparently we are getting Grown Ups 3, which is very interesting considering things he said about this in the past.
I would say, as a kid, I remember vividly with my best friend Dylan, like, we watched Grown Ups over and over again when I don't even know how old I would have been, probably like 10. Just like over and over again, we rinsed that movie. And then obviously Grown Ups 2. So I haven't thought about them in a long, long time, though, so I'm surprised to hear that they're making a third.
I'm just trying to think what I got them rated. I think I quite enjoy the first one. I don't mind the first one. I've got the first one at 4.5 stars on Letterboxd. I think it's great. I think
they've definitely dropped for me, but just the memories of it is so there.
I like the first one. Grown Ups 2, I got that like a 3. I don't mind it. It's fine.
Leads into
that's one with.
Saying?
That's the one with the party, eh? Where they have the big party at their house for the. Yeah. Is Taylor Lautner? Who's the guy in it?
Yeah.
It's Taylor Lautner, right? Yeah. That's a weird time. Time.
They're actually doing it because I remember he said after Cameron Boyce unfortunately passed, he was like, "I'll
Oh
never
yeah.
a movie where anyone's my son besides him." So it's interesting to see that he's doing this since that.
That's true.
Yeah, because
actually,
even in Happy Gilmore, he had that little like cameo of him
Yeah.
of his screen show of Jesse. So, but considering that this movie it was his son in it and he is in it, wonder how they're going to handle that.
Hmm.
Bro needs that money. His friends need to get paid. You know, Kevin James, Rob Schneider, they need a bag.
They need Adam Sandler movies. Yeah, they need Adam Sandler movies.
You reminded me. That was the weirdest part of the second one. Rob Schneider wasn't in it, and they did no explanation. He just wasn't there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, wasn't in there, was he? Who knows?
Especially you just come to expect to see all of them, no matter what.
Apparently, he's coming back for this one, so we'll see.
We'll see.
In between grown-ups.
Oh yeah, in betweeners as well. That was one that they have always said like, "No, we don't really need to do another one. It wouldn't work in this day and age." And I worry that they are gonna like tone it down too much because it's not.
They can't.
You know the shit they got away with back then.
They can't tone it down. Like they can't do it. It wouldn't be the in-betweeners. Like I'm glad all four of them are coming back. Is it a series or a film?
I believe it's a series.
Oh. Okay. I'm intrigued. I'm cautiously optimistic with, like you said, Matt, with how they're going to do it, like today, because they have to have those jokes and that humor to it. Otherwise, it's not the in-betweeners. It's just four lads. Like they're great, but I just don't think it would work if they aren't going to be how they are in the series and perhaps some of the film.
I really hope we get Greg Davies back and he's still banging Thingy's mum.
We need Greg Davies. We need all the parents back. Like, you know.
Yeah.
Apparently they're all
Will's dad.
Okay.
Apparently I haven't seen most of them do anything, so they'll probably be like, "Yeah, sign me up."
Yeah. We'll see though. We'll see. If they're all coming back and they all stay the same, perfect. Otherwise, I don't know.
Yeah. I guess the last bit of news for the week kind of links very nicely into what we're going to talk about at the end, but it is a bit of news about The Boys Season 5. Eric Kripke, of course, the show runner for all of The Boys stuff, has come out and said that Season 5 of The Boys is about an underground resistance facing off against a fascist government. So, who wants to start on that one?
No comment.
I'm like, is it an underground resistance though? Like, everyone knows what they're doing, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, like we know the whole agenda of The Boys. Like, isn't that the whole point of it? Like,
one would argue,
is it going to be like how
The Boys is an underground resistance against a fascist government?
Yeah,
it's nothing like what's going on today.
They've always done their political satire and like exposition of it pretty well. So, and then it's always surprises me how much they like American fan base don't see exactly what they're doing and like their jokes and stuff like that, and they're just like, "This is crazy." I'm like, "Yeah, it's pretty crazy, eh?"
Literally, how they don't realize. But I couldn't really care what they do. Just stick true to what the comics are as much as they can, and I think I can't wait for it because it's my favorite series. I love it, and
it's great.
Yeah, I'm excited to discuss gender in a sec.
People were saying the other day, so I've been wanting to read the comics for the longest time, and I hadn't got them. And my girlfriend finally got me it for my birthday, and so I haven't read it yet. But everyone was saying it's terrible, and I was like, "Wait, what?" Yeah, people were saying the other day that I think it was Daniel in the Discord. He was like, "It's awful. They're so bad," and I was like, "But how is the show like so good?" So I'm like, I haven't started reading it yet, but I was like, "Damn, I've been wanting to read it for the longest time."
No, I've got them here. I love them. I absolutely love them.
Okay, it's good to hear at least a positive review because I finally got it, and then that's when I heard it, and I was like,
I read the comics like after season 1, but I do like them. I think they are good comics. So
okay.
I mean, everyone's got their own opinion, so as well, isn't it?
Yeah, of course.
That's interesting. Right, I think that's all for our news this week. We're going to jump into our game. Our game this week, same one from last week, but this time it is competitive. We are bringing back top of the table. And this week it will be Matt against Craig. They are battling it out. To explain the game for anyone new and also for Matt, how it works is I have 3 categories with a top 50 list. It is their job to guess the least common answer. So, for example, the top answer will get them 1 point, the bottom answer will get them 50 points, and their goal is to get the highest score. All makes sense?
Okay.
Yep, good to go.
Yeah, we'll kick off with 2 very general categories, and then our last category is the boys themed.
All right. Okay.
So our first top 50 list is movies from the 2020s.
Okay.
So the top 50 best movies of the 2020s.
So
this is collated information from a variety of review sites like Letterboxd, IMDb, Rotten Tomatoes. It's a compiled list, so it's a general.
What, the most popular or like the least popular?
So I have the top 50 best. You want to get the bottom ones, yeah.
Okay.
So you're not looking at the worst.
So you want the worst best movie of the last 5 years.
Best movies.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Right, Matt, you go first.
They are bangers.
Okay, so we're talking rating, right? Like
yeah, everything here is like at least a 4 to 4.5 and up on Letterboxd.
Okay. So yeah, most of the things that are coming to mind are like the best of the best, and I'm like, well, I don't want those. I mean, guaranteed points, but
yeah. Who would like to go first?
I'm gonna go Inside Out 2.
Oh, let me have a look. That's a good guess, to be fair.
Trying to go Rogue.
It is not on the list.
I knew it wasn't as highly rated as the first one, but I still thought it was quite up there.
I'm trying to think.
Craig,
I'm gonna go with Speak No Evil.
Oh, that's a good choice.
Okay.
I forgot that movie existed. It is also not on the list.
Oh, wow.
Do we just go for some guaranteed points? Like
what we did last week?
Yeah, do I start going more? All right.
Round.
You're next, Matt. You're next.
I'm just gonna. I think this will be like a quite high points, but I'm gonna go After Sun.
Ooh, let me have a look.
It's got to be on there, but it's gonna be quite good, I think.
13.
Yeah, I thought it would be around there, to be honest. So,
Craig, what are we saying?
I'm gonna go with 28 Years Later.
Ooh. Craig, you've got yourself 49 points.
Oh, I'm surprised that made it in the top 50, to be honest.
Wow.
Just cracked it.
Scraping in with a 49.
And the Oscar. Right, one last guess on this round.
So I basically need to get the 50 or I've got no chance.
50 is one of my favourite movies, but that doesn't help you at all.
Nah, mate, I needed to stalk your letterbox before I came on. Okay. Bro, like, everything's just so high. Think anything from this year. It's too high. Oh, every time I think of something, it's like, I'm going to go Poor Things.
Poor Things? 32.
I didn't even think it would be on the list, to be honest. I'll take that.
Not bad.
So you basically just have to hit the board to win.
I'm trying to think about what has come out, and I'm just thinking about this year mainly. I think, I've got some good points from that one. I'm going to say Superman.
Unfortunately, Superman is not on the list.
Really? Wow. Okay.
Most of the interesting ones that have made the list.
Do you know what? I'll go with my favourite movie of the 2020s, and I'll go for Dune Part 2.
That'll be right up. That'll be like 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2.
2?
2.
I mean, I got a good one last one. I'll say that.
At the end of that round, Matt, you were on 45, and Craig, you were on 51. So there's not much in it.
That 149er. Yeah, I was like, all you got to do is hit the board.
In here. Super Mario would have got you 47.
Shit.
I know it did well box office, but like rating wise,
they got really good ratings for the kids.
Yeah.
What was number 1?
What was 50? That one you. Oppenheimer was 50.
One.
Number 1.
Oh.
50 was The Fabelmans.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, all the ones I had in my head was like Across the
48 would have
Spider-Verse,
been
Oppenheimer,
Zone of Interest. The
Kinds
Menu
of
was on there.
Kindness. Me?
I was afraid. Furiosa was actually middle, which was surprising me. Honora, Holdovers, Past
Where was
Life.
No. No, I won't ask all these, otherwise we'll go for a ball. But
Yeah.
that was good. I like that. I like that game.
Even the middle of the points, because you got, in a row, you've got Top Gun Maverick, Cross the Spider-Verse, Batman, Nope, and Avatar 2.
Those were like 5 of the ones that I just had going around in my head, and I'm like, I can't say these, I'm going to get 3 points.
Okay, your next category is the top 50 superhero films.
Oh, okay.
A little bit closer to the sort of superhero theme of the episode.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, Matt, would you like to go first? Or Craig, do you want to go first on this one?
No,
Okay, who wants to go first?
Craig.
I'm going to go with... I'm trying to think of the top 50 and what would be lower, perhaps. I'm going to go with Captain America: Brave New World.
I hope that's not top 50.
It's not on the list.
Oh, well, that's good, but shit. Okay.
It's good that people don't regard that too highly. I'm going to go Christopher Nolan trilogy, but I'm going to go Batman Begins.
Ooh.
45. Dark Knight's going to be right.
45?
Come on.
Wow.
That's like the sweet spot. I was like, Dark Knight Rises won't be on the list. People don't like that. But people do rate Batman Begins. So I will take that.
Before the next one, I'll drop a little bit of clarification. This is pretty much anything that clarifies a superhero movie.
Oh, okay. I got a good guess now. Thank you for that.
I need to think of my first one. I can't think.
There are some sort of rogue animation films in here. There is some new stuff, some old stuff.
I'm really trying to think. I'm trying to think of what would be down there. But I'm really struggling, man. I'm really struggling. I'm trying to think of what's going to be down there. I'm trying to think of superhero films of the last... Do you know what? I'm going to go with The Incredible Hulk.
It is not on the list.
Oh my god.
I was thinking The Incredibles 2.
Is that your guess?
Okay, I'm going to go... No, that's just before he said that. But if Incredibles isn't on there, then I'm not going with that. I'm going to go Megamind.
I don't hate that shout.
I feel like it's got that cult following that...
It's not on the list.
Oh, people don't know ball.
I need something on the board.
You need to get something middle.
I think. There's someone here.
A few that are going to be high.
There's someone here from this year.
I'll go Thunderbolts.
I think it's a good shout out of the ones from this year.
31.
Yeah,
all right.
good shout from.
All right. Okay.
Oh, I've got some really rogue ones, but I just don't think they would hit. So I don't want to. I want to play it safer than that. I go with my favorite. No, that'll be way too high up. I'm gonna go. What do they rate higher, Endgame or Infinity War? I just want some guaranteed points. Just put a bit of distance. I'm gonna go Endgame.
6.
Hoping for like a... Yeah, I was hoping for like an 8. That was around with just guaranteed points.
All right. I've got one. I'm going to go for Watchmen.
Oh,
that's a good shout. That's a good shout.
But it's not on the list.
Wow. Why not this list, man?
I feel like it's too long. It's too long for some people.
When I tell you what's at the bottom of this list, I actually hate that even more. Just because I don't really like this film or any of these films. The bottom 5 is X2, Deadpool 2, Black Panther 2, Ant-Man, and Deadpool 1.
I'm surprised Ant-Man made that.
Wow.
Is
would you say
Constantine on there?
Constantine is not on there.
Okay, good, because that was like one of the more rogue ones that I was playing around with, but I didn't want to. I wanted to play it safe.
Craig, you went for Thunderbolts. If you'd have gone for Fantastic Four, you would have got 42 points.
You know.
What was Superman?
Superman is not on there.
Because I thought when he said ones from this year, Craig, I thought you might run it back and try Superman again.
What's number one? Is it Infinity War or is it Endgame?
Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah, that's where my head was going, but I was like, because that's my favorite, but I was like, I'm not doing it. There'll be like 2.
The end of that one. Matt, you're on 95 overall. Craig, you're on 82 overall.
Oh, I didn't realize we were doing overall. Okay, this is nice and close now.
Okay, right. Your final list. This is going to be an interesting one. This is a list compiled based upon fan thoughts, fan reviews, fan feedback, and the general consensus in the show as well. These are the top 50 soups in the boys' universe.
Okay.
But you're looking for the rogue ones.
Yeah. What if we don't know their names and we can only remember their power?
If you can list the power and I can get the name out of it,
okay. Yeah. Okay. Top 50. I'll go first this time if you want, Craig. I'm gonna go Mesmer.
37.
Come on.
That's a good start.
That's a solid start. I'll take that. Because obviously, there's so many ones that people love, but I was like, who's lower down there? I feel like there could be a season 2 Gen V one in there, Craig.
I'm trying to think of the character's name.
Just describe the
boys,
power.
or is it the boys and Gen V, or just?
Yeah, boys and Gen V.
Oh fuck! Oh god, I'm drawing such a blank right now. I'm drawing such a blank.
This was favorite, not strength, eh?
Not strength, no. It's like favoritism, popularity.
Yeah. There was the guy in season 4, and he basically was able to duplicate himself into the human centipede. I can't remember his name.
Yeah, I'll give you that if that's on there.
I can't remember his name.
I can't remember his name. So I don't even know if he's on the list.
Hold on.
Someone do a Google.
Yeah, Google that. Google that if you want.
Someone on here that could be him.
I've got 2 in my mind, but that I want to go for in my next go.
I'm trying to figure out his name.
Just has that one little brief.
He does.
It was at the gun convention thing, wasn't it? Working.
Yeah. What a weird episode.
Yeah.
I was meant to do a because my girlfriend's never seen it because she won't watch with me. The only thing she's seen is Huey's girlfriend getting ran through. And I wanted to do a video with her of
by the way,
reacting to the craziest scenes, like that one and like some other ones.
Have you got the name?
His name is Splinter.
Splinter.
Yeah, it makes sense.
He is unfortunately not on the list.
Wow.
Okay, I've got 2 in mind. One I think people like quite a bit. I'm gonna go. Is it Love Sausage? The man with the rather.
Yeah, Craig needs to get the absolute blinders here.
Oh, mate,
putting the pressure on.
37 and 40.
Take that. I'll take that.
I need to figure out a good one.
Mate, if you get the 50, you can just win. I'll just give it to you.
I'm going to go for Translucent.
Yeah.
He is number 8.
Oh, wow.
He's that
He's
high.
number 8. Really?
He's barely in it.
I think maybe just because he was a member of the 7.
Yeah. For like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Alright, I have some freedom to go a bit more rogue. I think his name, I'm going to go Termite. He's, if I'm remembering correctly, he's the one that explodes someone's appendage.
I don't know how you're doing this. 49.
That's a whitewash, Craig. That's a white thank you.
Right
from the start, love, sausage, and termite were the two that I had in my mind.
You got it.
You can get 50.
You could get 50, but what's going to be 50? Do you know what? I'm going to go for Laser Baby.
Laser Baby. Great shout. I love that.
Laser Baby is not on the list.
Wow. All right. I'll go for Sister Sage.
27.
Have you got the list?
No.
I don't have the...
She's 27.
What is it? Extra bonus points right there.
Jesus.
Oh.
Right, let me add that.
I thought I was going to be close, not like bang on. Jesus. All right.
Nice round for you, man. Nice round.
Who is 50, out of curiosity?
I haven't heard of 50, but must be in it. 50 is Jack from Jupiter.
What'd you say his name was?
No.
Jack from Jupiter.
Jack from Jupiter. Was anyone from Gen V Season 2 in there? Like the Bush girl?
Godolkin would have got you 39.
Yeah.
Really?
Decent addition there.
I was thinking about saying that, but I was like, well, he...
So, Matt, in just that round alone, you got 126.
Better than the first two rounds together.
And Craig, you got 35.
8.
Well done. Well done, Matt. Well done.
Thank you. That was a great game. That was great. That was good fun.
Craig, you were finished on 117.
I mean, that's not bad. It's not bad.
That's pretty good.
And Matt, you have finished on 211. So out of the 3 people that have played this game, you are currently the winner.
Oh.
Well
Need
played,
to keep a leaderboard going or something.
161. So
nicely done, man. Nicely done.
Thank you.
You're currently top of the table.
Stinking the bit up in that first round, but pulled it back.
Well, that leads us on perfectly to what is our topic of this week. Gen V Season 2 has concluded on the Wednesday just gone. We are now ready for the Boys Season 5. We've all seen, obviously, Gen V Season 2. What we like to do, Matt, is we like to give a rating out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
What we think about Gen V Season 2. So, Matt, if you go first, Charlie, you go second, I'll go third on ratings out of 10. So when you're ready, Matt, give your rating out of 10 for the Gen V Season 2.
Season 2 out of 10. I'd probably go like a 7.
Yeah, I'll go 7 too.
I would go 7.5.
Yeah.
At least we're all in agreement.
We're all in pretty similar place for that. Okay.
I think the more I thought about it, I was probably started off a bit more around like 7.5-ish, but the more I thought about it, the more I compared it to like Season 1, kind of just like, not tainted it, but just like lowered it just a tiny bit.
Yeah. So, Gen V Season 2, we followed this pretty soon after the Boys Season 4. I think it was maybe 7 or 8 months after the Boys Season 4. Fans will know that Andre Anderson, Chance Perdomo, passed away last year, so he was obviously referenced in the start of this series on passing away when they were trying to escape prison. What do we think about... Let's go from the ending to throughout. What do we think about that finale?
I assume we're allowed to do spoilers.
Yeah, we're talking about Gen V. There's going to be spoilers.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Warning.
Yeah, I felt it probably needed like a little bit more time, like, to flesh it out. That a little bit more, felt a little bit rushed towards the end once we got like the reveal of Godolkin and things like that. Even though much to the writers' disgust, everyone had already figured that out, and they were baffled that everyone was able to figure it out. But no, all around pretty good, because I like how it does lead, and Gen V has always done it, is like the end of one season of The Boys leads into Gen V, and then the repercussions of that leads into the next thing. So I like how they tie that together. But I don't know, part of it just felt like, with season 1, it felt like a very standalone. Being a spin-off can obviously struggle from, being in its shadow, but it felt like a very contained, standalone own universe, whereas this one felt more like it's just service to set up the last season of The Boys, because obviously they're trying to wrap that up.
Yeah, what about you, Charlie?
Yeah, I mean, I completely agree. I do feel like, while the finale was fun to watch, I don't think it's by far one of the best episodes of the season. The last 10 minutes, it's like, oh, this is happening, now this is happening, and it's like, what am I supposed to be watching, or like have my focus on? And with it being one of the shorter episodes of the season, it's weird why it wasn't just given more time to breathe. Weirdly, Ethan Slater was actually great as Godolkin. Like, when I heard that he was in the season, I was like, who is he going to play? It's such a rogue choice, but a choice that paid off. I think he plays the role really well. This sort of like quirky, overly eccentric guy. But no, proving some range to go from playing a munchkin to Thomas Godolkin.
Yeah, I think from what we saw from like the penultimate episode, when we saw Godolkin come out, and we saw him sort of walking around the campus at the start, being like, what's your power? I was hoping that we'd have more of like him going a bit ham on people. I thought he'd be like, what's your power? Right, you're done. But like, we were sort of straight into the seminar room, and I wanted more of Godolkin. Like, I really wanted more, because he's so OP. The way he was just controlling people, the way he had or Doug, shall I say his name was. He had Doug in this hold throughout the entirety of the series. Like, I wanted more of that. But
yeah, I wanted to see more of what him and Sister Sage had been planning, because obviously we know she's the mastermind behind so much in The Boys and stuff, and she's clearly planning something to do with Homelander. But so the fact that she was in on it and helping him the whole time, that was. But then he's just like went rogue and was like, "Stuff your plan. I'm doing my shit now." And she's just like, "I wanted to know more about what they had planned."
Yeah, I feel like we didn't really understand what her motives were. Like,
yeah,
yes, she was trying to do something. She's obviously very smart. She's getting ahead of it all. But what was her real motives? It was just she was there, but you didn't really understand why. And I just wanted maybe more of that as well. But I did think that the whole seminar bit, especially with Polarity coming in, being able to just use his powers and go ham on him, was great. And seeing, obviously, we know the Genvians, the boys, are known for their weird powers. We know that all of the team come out of that guy's rear end and they just emerge ready to fight. Of course, to sticking true to what the boys is, and that's some weird powers.
I would be lying if I said I didn't love that. I thought that was hilarious.
Oh, that was great. He was the Trojan horse.
Yeah, literally.
It was Troy, wasn't it? He was in there, the Trojan horse, which I thought was great. But I don't know. I think, like you said, it was like it is the shortest episode of this, or one of the shortest episodes of the series. We didn't really get much until like the final 10 minutes, where it all kicked off, and obviously that ending has put us straight into what will be the next series of the boys. But I wanted more out of Godolkin. He's so OP. I wanted more out of him. But
yeah, no, I completely agree with that. I mean, I think one thing that I always find with these superhero shows is I'd love to get into them as people, but I wish there was just more of just them using their powers, just like cool fights. I feel like we get lost in repetitive choreography and repeat. Like, there's like 4 major fight scenes in this season, and all of them are in that seminar room.
Yeah,
like we could do
get a lot.
Yeah,
like you said, we did get probably quite a bit of character development, which was good. Like,
yeah,
I'm intrigued to see how they're going to play into the boys season 5, because we know from the ending how they're going to form this resistance with Starlight and A-Train, which was great to see, because this season has like introduced cameos very subtly, which is nice. It's like it's had its own thing and been able to stand on its own 2 feet, but also been like, you're still part of the boys' world. So we got Sister Sage, we got Noir in that latest episode where unfortunately he killed poor Doug. A-Train, Starlight. We got Homelander on a phone, but that was it. We didn't get Homelander in that series.
You got the Deep as the president of the fraternity.
Yes, the Deep was in there. I think that was everyone from that world, but I like how it's able to stand on its own 2 feet. It's not just a stupid spin-off. It's able to do what it's meant to do and introduce these characters that, obviously, as we know, are very important because Marie Moreau is now one of 2 Odessa Supes. So it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out into the boys and Homelander and Butcher and all of that. So,
yeah.
Yeah, I felt like obviously it was crucial to be giving Marie so much time because, I mean, she had to get us back, like reunite with her sister, and they had to develop her powers so that she is clearly going to play a big part in season 5. But I think it came at a cost of like sidelining a lot of the other characters. So like we didn't get to see a lot of Jordan Lee's powers, which I love to see. I think their like skill set and the way they use their powers is so sick. We didn't get too much Emma. Obviously, we got a little bit about her like being able to control her powers now, which I think was great. But because it was so Marie focused, setting up for the boys, I think it took away from some of the other characters quite a bit.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah. I wonder how, because like you said, we have had so much focus on Marie. How much of an impact is she going to have in that final season of The Boys? Or is she just going to be... Because we know from that picture that released, which is a major part of the comics, is the outside of the White House, Billy Butcher and Homelander standing.
Video, yeah.
That's the snippet that we've basically... Eric Kripke has released it as well, I think, but that's like the big thing from The Boys season 5. So I wonder how Marie is going to have an impact in that, or is she just going to go against these people and just end up just being obliterated by Homelander? I wonder how much of an impact she's going to have, and I hope she's not wasted after all of this Gen V input, you know?
Yeah, because imagine they build her up as the one that could kill Homelander and as the only other one from the Odessa project, and then she comes up against Homelander and he's just like, snap, kills her instantly, and there was like the whole season building that up for nothing. So like you said, it is going to be very interesting to see what they do with that, because I feel like everyone wants and needs the Homelander Butcher face off. So it's like, how's Marie going to play a part in that? As well as Soldier Boy as well, because
there's a part of me that feels, obviously, with Marie's powers, Butcher, of course, has that venomy thing. I don't know, does it? Can she use her powers to manipulate that to make it even more powerful? Because it's part of his blood and body.
It is in his blood, but it's like, yeah, because obviously that was like killing him. So people were like, oh, well, she can heal him now, but if she heals him, he can't theoretically use the Venom symbiote thing anymore.
Make him more powerful, but in a way that doesn't kill him off.
I hear that.
It's going to be interesting to see how they do it.
How do you guys want it to end? Like, obviously, I see a lot of people talking about Homelander dying versus not dying. Who's the one to kill him? Like, what would be like the ideal ending kind of for you guys?
I wonder if they'll stay true to the comics. That's what I want to know. But I feel like if you're going to do it for the TV show adaptation, you know, I feel like it would be silly if Homelander... However, it would be pretty cool if he was just like, yeah, Homelander's just won, and that's it. That's the whole thing. Or they go down the route of having Billy Butcher and the boys win. It's interesting. I just hope that they really go all out on, because we've got now more supernatural people joining. Obviously, Jensen Ackles is still going to be coming back as Soldier Boy. We've got all these people in there. Utilize them. Give us some really crazy fight scenes, like that Hero-gasm fight scene where it was where Soldier Boy and Billy Butcher versus Homelander. That's one of my favorite scenes in the entire show, because that fight was incredible. We need some more shit like that. We need it to go stratospheric with their fights, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I think they will. I saw Anthony Starr saying about how much fake blood he was covered in, and that they ordered
more than ever before.
I think, as cool as it would be to see Homelander win, I think I'm on the side of either Homelander dying or being depowered.
Yeah, I'm like, there's a lot of things where obviously the villain loses end of the day, but there obviously you get the odd one where the villain wins, and it is quite interesting and different and can be quite cool. But I think I am kind of down the like Atla route of like Lord Ozang and taking away his powers somehow, whether Marie could do that, maybe, I don't know, and then having him basically, he's now become what he hates the most. So I feel like that could be a bittersweet way to end it for him without necessarily killing him off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot to see wrap up in this. It's like, who's going to survive? It's like Stranger Things. It's the final season. They don't have to keep anyone around if they don't want to. So
yeah, they're only working on prequels at the moment. They can kill anyone they want.
We are potentially going to get a Gen V season 3 though.
I saw that and I was like,
yeah,
how's that? It's because they all lead into the other. So I'm like, season 5 has to be the end of Homelander one way or another, whatever they choose to do with it. So what would then season 3 lead on to is my question.
Perhaps his like fallout of all his followers, because he's, you know, we know that a lot of soups and a lot of people are following him. He's started off this whole thing. I wonder how they do it, but he was like, if it gets enough ratings, then Gen V season 3 couldn't happen.
Well,
so it's interesting to see.
Obviously, the Godolkin University thrives off of that. You'll get to the 7, but it's like, if there is no 7, why are they all there? It could be more of like a very dramatized version of a sort of whole university's existential crisis of how do they deal with this thing now that there's no goal for them to work towards.
The whole crime fighting major just falling apart because their goals they're gone.
It's going to be interesting. I for one can't wait. I think it's going to be middle of next year or maybe the same time as Gen V, so perhaps autumn next year, 2026.
I believe Eric Kripke said the other day it will be around 6 to 7 months after this wraps up. So we're probably looking at like May, June.
I mean, if it's sooner, perfect, because I need that. I want to do a rewatch of all of them again because I just want to see Homelander cause some shit again because I think he's one of the best written characters in any TV show. I think he's brutal and I think he's so fun to watch, although he has done some, you know, some quite bad things, but he is fun to watch. You can't deny he is fun to watch.
He's so good as Homelander that I didn't even realize he was from New Zealand. And I remember I was watching it for the first time, and my mum walks in, and because I knew Carl Urban's from New Zealand, of course, and my mum walks in, and she's like, "Oh, it's the guy from Outrageous Fortune, which is like this big show in New Zealand." And I was like, "What? No, it's not." She's like, "Yeah, that's the star, like Anthony's." And I googled him, and I was like, and so obviously in his American Homelander blonde, he looks American to me. But then when I saw a couple other photos of him, I was like, okay, now he looks Kiwi in these other photos. So when I found that out, I was like, wow, I was shocked. But I loved it though, because obviously, especially during like season 3, it's like the biggest show on Amazon in the world at the time. And it's like 2 Kiwis as the lead. So I love it for that reason as well.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, they have both been incredible castings. Him and Carl, I think, they've both been so good. I will say something about Gen V's casting. Is Hamish Linklater as Cypher or Doug?
So good.
How good was he, man? Like, people are starting to recognize his name.
The whole time is like a menacing Dean Cypher. He was so good, and then just once Godolkin got out of him, and it just flips like a switch into Doug.
Yeah,
equally like just as good. Like the fact that he did those two like so polarizing characters so well, it was so enjoyable.
I love that like first line when he comes back as Doug. He's like, "My name's Doug. I've got a cat.
I work at Blockbuster. Please don't hurt me, please."
the Gen V kids would have been like, "What the fuck's Blockbuster?"
Yeah. What? When did he
too young though.
I was so sad to see him get killed though, man. Like he just wanted to go home.
Yeah.
But how long had he been like under Cypher's power?
I think he said like the 90s.
Oh, fucking hell, really?
I think it was like the 90s or something. He said Godolkin took him. I mean, he was working at Blockbuster, so probably
he's working at Blockbuster, and they don't know anyone around anymore, are they? So
no.
I mean, he hasn't got a cat anymore.
I've got a cat. No, I'm sorry, mate. No, you don't.
Yeah.
He was a great puppet, but also just so good.
Yeah. How do you think they handled all the stuff around Chance Perdomo, Andre's character?
I liked it. I think they did it really well. I think there's a lot of times where you get whether it's recasted or they've just and not said anything about it, or whether they've done something similar to where they rewrite the thing. And sometimes it can be a mess. Other times, recasting is like in Harry Potter with Dumbledore, it works really well. But I think the way they integrated it like into the story as well to like build, they kept building on his character even when he wasn't there, and like honored him that way. So I think they handled that really nicely.
Yeah, I think they did. I think it was obviously really tragic when he went, but I think the way they did Andre was really well, and they did reference him quite a lot, especially with Polarity. They referenced him a lot, and they sort of honored him in a way. They honored his character with him being able to survive, be recovered through his illnesses through Marie, and being able to defeat Godolkin. I think it's a very special way they honored him, because that was awful. That was so tragic hearing about his passing. So I thought he was so good in that, and we obviously know he had that encounter with Soldier Boy, and it's sad to see a character like that go. But yeah, they honored him in a really, really good way.
I think it also brought us one of the best unlikely duo team-ups that I was not expecting, which was Andre's dad and Emma. I thought those two together was so funny when they were trying to break into that like library thing, and then she was high as shit. I thought that scene was great.
Yeah, I like seeing a lot more of Polarity.
They did continue everything on really well.
Yeah.
Like, while some people were underdeveloped, I think as a whole, it came together really nicely, which I was worried about, because they took out arguably one of the key players.
If not the, yeah.
Yeah, like probably the second key player to Marie.
Yeah.
Arguably the second most powerful to Marie. And Jordan. So it was interesting to see that dynamic shift, but I think Polarity obviously kind of fulfilled this like double role, where like everything that I think was like in his house was probably his role anyway. I don't think perhaps if Chance was still with us that we would have seen him in the seminar room taking all of that on. That probably would have been his role to fulfill.
That would have been Andre, yeah, for sure.
It was like him taking on this double role, but it fits so seamlessly. It's like you couldn't tell. But I think that just goes on to how well they managed to pay off his passing.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I was actually watching a movie yesterday, some new 2025 one with like Stifler from American Pie, and Chance Perdomo just like popped up, and I was like, oh shit! So it was really nice to see.
Oh man, yeah, it's such a tragic thing when someone like that's like in their prime, but yeah, I think they honoured him in a really special way, and I think this series overall was decent. I think we got a lot to enjoy. It was a lot of character development over Soup's powers and everything like that, and I think it was good. I think it was a very strong series, and I just can't wait for the Boys season 5 now.
Yeah, I thought
hopefully the lack of like soup and fights and stuff that we got in this season, they saved their budget to put into season 5 of The Boys.
Oh, 100%. 100%. The Boys season 5 was going to be a very good one, and I can't wait for that. Well, yeah, we should be getting some more spin-offs, I think, and they spoke about that previously as well.
Yeah, we've got Vought Rising's filming now.
Say again?
Vought Rising
now?
Yes, that's it. Vought Rising.
We're supposed to be in The Boys Mexico as well, but there's been nothing on that since like 2022.
Oh, yeah. See, like, Vought Rising, because obviously they want to continue the universe, but they have to end The Boys. So Vought Rising kind of makes sense, because it's a side of things that hasn't been talked about too much. But like, The Boys Mexico just seems so rogue and out of nowhere.
It had 2 great stars attached as well. It was going to be...
Who was it?
It was going to be the guy that played Werewolf by Night. I can't remember his name.
Oh, yeah.
And Diego Luna.
I was going to say it has to be like Diego Luna or someone like that, doesn't it?
That would be good.
Actually, I feel like I saw a video. I can't remember what it was, but they were saying like there's some tiny mention in The Boys at some point about something going on in Mexico. And like that obviously could have linked to the show, but out of nowhere when they were just like, oh yeah, we're doing The Boys Mexico, I'm like, make that make sense.
Also, is that the best title they could come up with?
The Boys Mexico, yeah.
Yeah, think of something else. What we did mention as well, just quickly, is another character from The Boys is, of course, Stan Edgar and Victoria Newman's daughter in that scene where they escaped the big Viking, which was so good. That Victoria Newman's daughter, when she was just all over his face. insane. Honestly, insane.
Yeah, he kind of made it seem like he was going for making a play.
Yeah. That scene where he announces to her that, like, obviously she's like the other Odessa survivor. It's done in such a like cliche way, how it's announced, but also you watch it and it's like, oh, like it actually is a decent big like needle drop point of the episode. A lot of people sort of shrugged it off and say it was cheesy, but I don't think so. Me personally, I hadn't sort of put it together that it was her and Homelander that were like the two that survived this program. It was obvious more to other people, but for me, that was like a sort of.
I agree. I don't think I had either. I'm trying to remember how far in it was, but no, definitely. Like watching the first few episodes, obviously having theories around Cypher and things, but I hadn't clicked it yet. And neither with the Odessa project. I was like, what is going on here? Like, how is this going to link to everything else? So no, I was with the same as you, Charlie. I didn't get that either.
Yeah, I didn't clock on Odessa for ages. I was saying in my reviews on that, I couldn't put Odessa together for ages. I reference Godolkin every now and again because I was like, they reference it at the start of the series, and I was like, okay. And then obviously everyone comments on your things and gives you all these theories, and I'm like, oh, okay, that makes sense. And so I think Godolkin I thought was definitely him, but Odessa I didn't realize until literally that moment with Stan. I was like, oh shit, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But like I said, I just hope that it's not just for this series. Like if she doesn't have a big part in The Boys season 5, it's just going to be like, well, what was the point of that series?
Yeah,
it was like, this has built her up to then for what? So
she's obviously going to have something to play, whether it's like Charlie was saying, whether it's if she can make Butcher more powerful somehow or healing somebody or something. Like she's obviously going to, I mean, I've seen people being like, oh, maybe she can bring Victoria Newman back. And I was like, she's ripped in half, mate. I don't think she's coming back.
No, she's been dead for a while. Like she found her sister.
I don't know.
Her sister was like 2 seconds ago. Victoria Newman's been dead for like a year. Like she's gone.
But I was like, nah, she can do it.
Her sister had a cut to put together. She's got to get 2 pieces of a body that have rotted.
Yeah, a lot of it. She puts it back together, Victoria, but she's like moldy and still decomposed.
But I think she's going to have a big impact. She's got to. So it'll be interesting to see. I'm looking forward to when we get a trailer. We need some more details, and hopefully it's good, and they don't just waste everything that we've seen over the last few years with The Boys and Gen V. But I find them excited.
I feel like they aren't capable, like Eric Kripke, who holds it so passionately and stuff. He's not able to, as I would say, Game of Thrones it and throw it away at the end. So I've got a lot of faith and hope in it as well.
There's one last thing.
They don't Game of Thrones it, yes.
Yes. One last theory for The Boys that I want to discuss. Really small thing. Obviously, at the end of season 4, you see Ashley take the V.
Oh yeah.
What do you think she's become?
Oh, I forgot about that.
Because she escaped, didn't she?
Yeah, and she ran off to take Compound V.
Yeah.
You see all her head
seeing so many
melting.
Her head. Yeah, I remember seeing so many theories about that, and it just completely forgot about it.
I'm just trying to think.
Do you have any theories, Charlie? Like,
I just think obviously it seems like the V kind of, when you take it later on in life, it affects something that has affected you in your life. Like it turns that into
like amplifies something within you, sort of thing.
So I think where she's pulling her hair out, I think she'll become some kind of like Medusa from like the Inhumans.
Oh yeah.
Where like her hair is her power, and it's like she obviously not like the one that we've just seen in Gen V. Because that was
kind of the opposite of that one.
Very specialist method, if we were using polite terms. But no, I think she could turn into something like that, or just like she's been so focused on how she looks through every season, so just her turn into like some monstrous looking thing.
Yeah, I kind of hope that it doesn't give her anything amazing. It just sort of turns her into this substance Demi Moore looking thing that's just, just bleh, and
the monster from Smile 2.
Yeah, all that. It's just some giant thing that doesn't really have an impact. She's just there. And I hope she doesn't have a big impact in a way that she like kills a main character. I just kind of hope she just turns up and just gets killed straight away by Homelander. That would just be perfect. Like I don't mind her as a character. She's entertaining to watch, but because she's had this thing with Homelander back and forth. If Homelander or well, I can't remember her name, the other one, just come in and just finish her, that'd be great.
The worst would be if they just like completely forget about it and don't like book in that and give her any sort of powers. They're like, oh yeah, we forgot she took Gen V, took Vought V. That would be really annoying. But I'm sure, like I said, I have faith in them. I'm sure they won't.
Yeah.
I think the funniest theory I saw recently about Gen V was, what's the dude's name that Emma, the tall blonde dude that Emma was like kissing at the end? That guy. Yeah, that he is a clone of Homelander. Because they're like, oh, they're both blonde, they both have blue eyes, but also like not many supes in the boys' universe can fly. Like flying's quite one of the high-end things, and he obviously can do that, as well as being like super strong and durable. So they're like, oh, what if he was like a clone of Homelander, but I don't know, he's got like sideline. I can't remember what they were saying, but I was like, I think you're just pulling strings at the fact that he's blonde and has blue eyes, but they're like, yeah. I feel like they'd be doing way too much if they would plant in stuff like that this late as well. But I saw that and I was like, okay.
Yeah, maybe people are putting strings, but either way, Boys Season 5, a lot to expect. Hopefully they don't miss out on a lot. Bring on.
Yeah, we're going to need a bit more like not shoving everything in the last 10 minutes of the finale because there's just so much that needs to happen. I feel like every episode's going to need to have like one big thing wrapped up because there's just so many things up in the air still that we need answers on all of these.
Needs to be. I have high hopes. We'll see.
Trust in the Crypt Key.
Well, that was Gen V Season 2. A decent series. It's led everything up to the Boys Season 5. We are ready. Has anyone else got anything else to say about this series at all before we wrap up?
No, I think we've gone through everything.
Yeah, like you said, good season. Like I said, I like that we get more of the boys' universe without oversaturating us with more of the boys, because I know people are getting very over it, like they just want it to wrap up. And as much as I love it, I do think it needs to conclude that, which is great that we're finally getting that. So it's good to get more of the boys' universe without, overdoing it too much with Butcher and Homelander and things like that.
I agree. The season 5 is a good place to finish it off. Big things coming. But yeah, we'll finish it up there. This episode, again, will be released on a Wednesday at 6 o'clock, so be sure to tune in if you haven't already. Go and check out Matt's, his description in the description link. All his details will be there. And if you haven't, subscribe, follow, share, comment all your thoughts on this video, and be sure to see you on the next one. Peace.
See you later.